Alright, YouTube, we're pulling up here on we're on Main Street in Findlay. Got a garbage truck broke down. Gentleman called me. They had an electrical issue. I've never towed these guys stuff before, so I didn't know what kind it was. It's not one of the completely giant ones. So we'll get this hooked up and out of here real quick since we're on Main Street. It won't take real long. Hopefully. The bad thing with garbage trucks is sometimes they got, well, they stink obviously, but sometimes they got some garbage truck juice hanging out of, or dripping out of them, which is always not a fun thing. So, but that's part of the game. So take care of this real quick. Try not to get run over as always. How you doing, sir?
I'm not going to be happy because you got to drop the drive shaft.
Oh, that's all right. Not a problem.
We got good insurance, you set fire to it, and it'll solve all my problems.
Well, we'll tow it either way. It's going to Class 8, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Jim Thomas over there.
Okay, do you want me to send you a bill, or do you want to pay for this today?
Whichever way you want to do it. You tell me.
It's up to you. I'm okay either way.
I know they have sent me one.
They usually send you a bill. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I've had them do me a couple times.
Okay, so what's your email address?
Butler Dwight at AOL.com.
Does that look right?
Look at that. I ain't got my glasses.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. All right. I just want to. We switched over to a new system, so I don't have the old information in the new system yet. So
I understand.
No worries. Yep. When I get back, I'll send it to you.
Okay. You need me here for anything?
No, the key's in it?
Yep.
Okay. That's all I need, and it's electrical issue, you said, right?
I'm guessing because I was going along down there, and all of a sudden the accelerator pedal died. And I thought, I better get off the side. And when I started getting off the side, it'll crank over. Yeah. But that's as far as it goes.
Okay. All right. And they know what's coming?
Yes.
Over there. All right. I'll get her there. Thank you. Yep. Close. About a ½ inch back too far. Underreach remote. Oh yeah, it smells like a garbage truck, that's for sure. No worries. Truck's dirty. Oh yeah, she's nice and greasy. Yuck. It's not very often you get a clean garbage truck, so that's all right. Making my sounds again, grunting and groaning. He's gonna make fun of me. Okay. So I grab the front axle and then I release the brakes, bring it closer to me. Because even though the underreach is rated to pick that up, I mean, if you don't have to stress it, why do it? And then I always tie the steering wheel off, because even though you're towing it from the front, that will, the wheels will turn. And if you had some sort of catastrophic failure and that thing comes off your underreach, you want it to stay behind you so you can get it stopped so you don't kill anybody, obviously. Oh yeah, she's heavy. So I always tie that steering wheel off. That way if it stays behind, if it comes off, it stays behind you, it runs into the back of your truck, you can get it stopped and hopefully not hurt anybody. Oh yeah, look at all that. Ugh. So I picked up the front end. Get all that hot garbage juice running out of there. And it's like 90 something degrees today, so. One time I was towing one of these, I was pulling the drive shaft and I had my mouth open and I had garbage juice dripping in my mouth. I probably got malaria from that or some shit. Move over. Try not to get this grease all over me. So I go hook first over the axle, and then I come under the axle, put that back in the riser. Oh, I knocked the cam off. That's how I like to do it. Hopefully that didn't get dirty. Now we're just going down the road with this, so I'm only going to put one on. We will do a safety chain, of course. If we weren't just going right down the road, we'd put two. I know. Oh yeah, it smells exactly like you imagine it smells down here. Got that puddle of hot garbage juice. Sometimes I tell myself I like my job. I do like my job. I don't have to do this very often. I get paid really well to do this. I'm not complaining, I swear. Real nice set of driveline sockets that somebody left on the side of the road when they borrowed my tools. So I have another set in the other truck. And this one I just keep them as common sizes. So I got my fancy, I know people make fun of me for this, but I got all Harbor Freight tools mainly. Earthquake, I've had this thing for years. Pittsburgh extendable handle ratchet. I've had I got a bad habit of leaving stuff on the side of the road, so I don't like the super expensive stuff, and this stuff gets the job done for me. So I like to break these are loose. This thing's been towed recently. I always like to break these loose by hand because you don't know what shape the bolts are in. They're supposed to get replaced, but people reuse them a dozen times. And then they're covered in grease, as you see. So you just stick your impact on there and you can't see that they're rounded. You just go to town and you're gonna have problems. Oh yeah, always make sure you got some slop in your drive shaft. Catch one of these with your forehead, you're gonna have a bad day. sometimes you got to beat the crap out of these things. This one, I can tell just by looking at it, it's going to come out easy. Just like that. If the caps are loose, take the caps off. Where my drive shaft chain got put. I got a special chain for this that I made. Who knows? All right. Hammer, bolts, straps, caps. Some air to this thing. Bigger fitting. And most of the time, kind of the I guess archaic way of doing it. I go to the air tank. It's not as fancy or sexy, I guess, but it's tried and true. You get air in that tank, you're almost always good to go. So there's pressure in there now, so when it pops off, it's going to go make a big noise. Probably oil and water in there. Hurts a little bit, but it's okay. No worries, we're fine. Well, just caught a Honda CRV with my hips. That would have hurt. On here for safety. Secondary attachment, I like to call that. Don't necessarily have to be safety. Fill in our air tank. Brakes are still released. Make sure we got all our bolts there. 4 bolts. 2 straps, 2 caps. And a phone call, per usual. Flag City Towing. Hello? Hello. Like city towing? Yeah. I'm sorry, can you... What's the load? Okay, that would be... Yeah, we can do that. It'd be $75 per pallet. For each pallet. $110 Bentley Court, Bentley Court, Findlay, Ohio. Yes. Say that again. Bentley Court, Findlay, Findlay. How far away is he? Okay. All right. Yeah, they have good insurance. You grab me a soda and meet me. I'm on Main Street. I have a load shift coming in. It's cans that need restacked. I want all three of you to work on it. All right. Smelly, smelly, smelly. All right, so we gotta put the tools away. Oops, don't need that fancy red and blue shit. Oh, it stinks. I'm gonna take a picture. A friend of mine, he likes tow trucks. He always asks me about towing garbage trucks, so. I'm gonna lower the front end down. There's not much ground clearance back here. When I started this job, they always told me a boot height between the bottom of the tire and the ground. I don't remember who told me that, but some lady yelling at me. I couldn't understand what she was saying. All right, folks, so there's a garbage truck. They stink. Always roll the window down when I'm going to tow something, so I can hear if anything's dragging or grinding or making any weird noise. Like I said, I put the one chain and I put the one safety on there. We're just going right down the road with this, so you know, crucify me if you want, but oh yeah, it feels heavy. This thing with garbage trucks, you never know how much weight's in them. It definitely feels heavy though. The thing with, I know I've said this in other videos, with the flashy lights, the beacons, if I'm impeding traffic, I will leave them on. This is, again, I'm not saying this is right, I'm saying this is how I do it. I don't think you should have them on if you're going the same speed as everybody else. So, towing like a truck and trailer through town where you got to take up extra lanes and stuff to make your turns, I'll leave them on. When I'm accelerating until I'm going the speed of everybody else or close to it, I'll leave them on, like I'm impeding traffic. If you're going down the highway the same speed as everybody else, I really don't think you should have them on. Just my opinion. So yeah, I got going there. Once I got up to speed, turned them off. I don't really have any super sharp turns to make where I'm going, so I'm leaving them off. Like I said, if I have to take up multiple lanes, I'll leave them on. But this isn't extremely long, so I can tow this and make the turns I need to make without taking up extra lanes. So I don't leave them on. It's just how I do it. So, all right, I'll turn this back on when we go to drop it. All right, YouTube, we successfully made it. It's muggy as shit out of here. Hopefully the camera didn't fog up. First thing I always do, I try to remember to do, is hit the light bar. Because if I don't, I will inevitably forget. Ugh, maggots in there. It's been a while since I had to tow one of these. Winch out on that one about a month ago. I think today's supposed to be the last super hot day for a while, which would be nice because I'm a large American. I'm not meant for this. So, like I said earlier, this underreach is good for 15,000 pounds all the way out, but I don't like putting that stress on it if you don't have to. So what I like to do is I'll lower it down, put some weight on the steer tires, but keep a hold of the axle so it takes some pressure off of the wrecker, but I still got a hold of it enough that I can roll it back. And then I'll go set the brakes, and then that gives me enough room to run my underreach in and fold it up without having to move the truck. Now we just go with that, run that in. now we can fold all our stuff up. Now I have to move the truck. Now, would the truck do it if you wanted it to? Yeah, you could run it all the way out with that garbage truck on there. But like I always say, it's probably annoying, I say it all the time, if you can avoid stressing the truck, you should avoid it, because there's times where you have to. If you're stressing it, you're just taking life out of it. Some paper towels for forks. I have to spray all this stuff off when I get back. It's inevitable, you know, in heavy towing, stuff gets dirty and nasty, but I don't like putting stuff back in my toolboxes. It's that filthiness. Spray off the chains and the forks. Yeah, I'll probably just wash the truck and let's do. I gotta get some new gloves in here. The gloves I got in here are pretty greasy, so I got greasy fingerprints all over the door panels. That was unpleasant. I didn't do a good job of winding that up. Good job, Chris. Or actually, that out for them so they can air it up. Toolbox greasy. Gotta give this one a thorough cleaning. Just been towing with this one recently since the 75 ton came back. I like to make excuses to use it. This one's still plenty capable, obviously 50 ton rotator. But I just love that new one too. So. Alright, so just gonna get the chain off the drive shaft, fold that up, and we're done. Satisfied customer, hopefully. He's a nice guy. I don't think I've ever towed this stuff before. I think Flex City has in the past, from the sounds of it. I haven't personally. We'll give these a good hose down when we get back. Hot. Well, at least it's cloudy today, I guess. Okay, folks, I gotta get back to the shop. We got a load transfer shift thing coming. So yeah, that's just a basic single unit tow. I'm trying to do more of, since that Bluffton video, since they gained a lot of subscribers, or what, the algorithm pushed that video to a lot of people that had commented that they are very unfamiliar with how this stuff works or had never seen this type of stuff before. So I'm trying to do better with including content that maybe I don't find interesting. I think any heavy operator will tell you, you know, a basic bobtail tow backwards is it's the bread and butter heavy towing, or a single unit tow like that. Like, we've done it so much over the years, like it seems boring. Like, you always like, oh, I want to, you know, the big accidents or like crane work with rotator, that type of stuff. That's what I enjoy. So I always get excited when I get to do those types of videos. But I need to do better with just including these ones that might seem basic to me, but might be appealing to people that have never seen that type of thing, or how this stuff is moved around when it's broke down, and the process from, you know, beginning to end. So I'll try to include more of these as we go. You know, they probably won't be big, get a lot of views and stuff, but that's okay. As long, you know, if somebody learns something from it, that's great. I'd love that. So I learned a lot of stuff off of YouTube when I started this job. Didn't really I kind of got thrown into it. So if somebody can learn something from what I'm talking about, again, not saying I'm the best, or I'm not even saying I'm good at it. I'm just saying this channel, like I've said 100 times, is just how I do the job with the experiences and the trainings that I have had. Not saying I'm great. If you watch it and you learn something from it, that's awesome. If you have constructive criticism and you want to show me how to do something better, I'm all ears. I'm always open to learn, especially about this job or this industry, because it is something I'm passionate about. It's, you know, it's kind of, you can't do this job part-time. It kind of consumes your life, and it's been my life for 8 years now. So, you know, it's something I'm passionate about, and I'm always trying to improve. So if you have constructive criticism, I am open to hearing it. I don't like arguing with people on the internet, so if I do something you don't agree with, feel free to comment on it. I try to respond to every comment. I won't argue with you on the internet, that's for sure. I set out to not try to argue with people on the internet. Sometimes I fail. But like I said, constructive criticism, if you want to try to tell me, you know, something I could have done better, I'm all open. I'm open ears to it. I might respond back and tell you, hey, this is why I chose to do it that way. Again, not saying that's the best way. I'm just saying, you know, I make the decisions I make based off of the experience I have. And I always say a lot of this job is educated guessing. You do the math, you know, the weight of something, how much force it's going to take to move it. You do your rigging based off of that. And then sometimes, like, it's educated guessing. You're like, well, I'm going to pull here, see what happens, make adjustments. Now, you know, it's very rare that you set the whole thing up in your head beforehand and don't have to change anything as you go. Like, sometimes you make adjustments as you go. The first, second, third idea doesn't work. You got to try new stuff. And that's one of the appeals to the job, is it's not the same thing every time. Like, a truck doesn't roll over on its side the same every time. Like, it gets damaged differently. You know, it's a different type of truck. They're all very, very similar, but each job has its unique challenges, and that's one of the things I find appealing. So, all right, I'm going to quit rambling. I appreciate everybody watching. I'm not sure when I'll upload this one. I'm trying to learn. I'm rambling again. I'm trying to learn about how the YouTube thing works, the algorithm and all that, and like what's best. So I'm trying to do at least one per week, sometimes 2 per week, but space them out. So I'm not sure when this one will come out. It's July 28th today, so I'm not sure when this one will come out. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it.